Hey guys, I guess I will start over here. Carburetor. If you only know, that's all back off the Sears again, for many reasons, paint and whatnot. Carburetor. I haven't decided if I'm going to paint it yet. I probably will, just to make it look good. Still haven't gotten the new muffler on because I'm still trying to get the old one off. I really haven't tried to get the old one off, I guess. All the wiring is out of the tractor. There's only one wire I need to replace. The rest of this actually in pretty decent shape. So I have all this labeled where it goes. I need a new regulator. This one's bad, doesn't charge the battery. So I gotta look into one of those. Grill pieces are still there. Or, hood pieces, excuse me. The grill on the SS12 is all done. Headlights are in. Grill panels are done. I did what Rooney did too. I agree with him. I like the middle panel white. It looks good that way. It's all put back together. All bolts are painted. Looks really nice. The white laid on beautiful, and the decal's in pretty good shape still, so I'll leave it be. Looks good. Starter generator, still in good shape. I just took it out, so when I do get around to painting the tractor, excuse me, which will be around sometime early spring, so stuff lays on nice and the paint lays on nice. That's part of it. That's one of the governor. That's the governor bracket. It hooks up to the throttle. Or no. Yeah, that's the. Excuse me. It's the bottom governor bracket, I believe. Yeah. There's my original battery tie down. I got the battery tray all done here. This is a nice little battery mat here. It's a little rubber one. It sits in there nice, so that's going to go on there. Prevent the battery from rubbing. This was, you guys can tell how pitted that was. There's no way I can bring that back up. But lucky for me, I got to clean the black mat off a little more. But put that over there, you really don't see it. You can't help it. That's just going to happen when you have battery acid. The underside. This all turned out good. Tell you guys, these battery trays are heavy. But it's all painted and it looks really nice. So that's there. Fenders. A few spots, like you can tell here, I had to do some touch-up. Not touch-up is what I had to do, is I had to put another layer of paint on it. I had a real light coat on it. For whatever reason, I didn't put it on heavy. Toolbox, though, was done. I had a little slight run there, but other than that, it turned out pretty good. I ended up actually taping off when I sprayed the white around the headlight. I took gloss white, sprayed it, put the cap on there. Looks pretty good. But I just threw this together just because I had some nice new bolts to put in there because the old ones were pitted bad. Here's the seat spring spacer, which just goes between the toolbox and the seat spring. What else do we got? We got something under here. Oh, I have this. I cleaned and I prepped and sprayed this rubber up. It's pretty decent. It's a little dirty, but turned out pretty good. Anyways, that's a grill support rod. See, I have a little touch up on that. Clutch pedal. Took the rubber out. So that's all good. What other goodies do we have? Pto Shield. I think you guys have seen it. That's sure I gotta paint still. I haven't gotten around to it. Side shield's done. Took off the parking brake and got that sprayed with satin black. Flywheel engine pulley and flywheel screen. Throttle cable kind of tie down deal there. It's on the shield. That's all sprayed. Starter generator bracket sprayed. Those are all sprayed. I got my top engine tin. Starter generator cover. Gas tank. Whatchamacallem, tie down, or straps. Those need a little more paint on them, not much. You can kind of see there's a little primer underneath. This needs a second coat, like kind of in the crevices, but it's front PTO cover. This I forgot I haven't even painted yet. This goes on top of the engine. It sits on top of it. It's like a little engine lift. I don't know. Don't know what Sears thought with that. The gas tank needs to be repainted. The hood. has had its first full coat of self-etching primer. I ran out of self-etching primer, so I ended up throwing, because there's a lot of rust on this hood, rust reformation. Hood came out pretty clean, so should be able to spray gloss on there and we're good to go. But bad pit spot right here, and this is actually above, this is the part of the hood right here that touches the grill. That down there's the front, as you can see the hinges. This is right above where the battery goes, and it's all pitted there. I don't know if battery acid somehow got on there or what. I scuffed that out the best I could. I might add a little bit of my sandable primer to it. If anyone's wondering, the sandable primer I've been using, the Duplicolor, if I can get it, automotive primer, Sears or sandable stuff. Ideal for fiberglass, metal, and wood. Stuff works pretty good. If you have really deep pitting, like the battery tray, I didn't know. I could have used Carbondo, but or body filler Bondo stuff. But another deal, choke and throttle cables are out. So everything minus the cigarette lighter right now, because I have to put a little PB blaster on that nut to get it off. Other than that, everything is out of the tractor. Ammeter's back out. I will not take the steering wheel off to paint it. The reason I took everything out of the dash, I can just tape the dash off flat. And steering wheel will not come off for paint. I'm going to just take a bag or something, plastic garbage bag, put it over there and tape it off. Tape off the bottom of it. But now you guys can see I have a ton of parts I gotta kind of clean up a little bit, whatever, get new. But yeah, so that's kind of that, guys. The grill is all done, looks a ton better. Black didn't turn out how I wanted. It's pretty decent though. So other than that, guys, that's kind of about it for today. I gotta clean the rubber on this up a little bit, the rubber boot. Clean the rubber clutch pedal up a little. It's a little bit dirty. But other than that, guys, I'm pretty satisfied with how all my parts have turned out. Oh, excuse me. But all the parts that are in the basement are the only parts that's coming off the tractor. The rest of it's getting painted on the tractor. The only thing as of right now I've decided I'm not going to shoot paint on is the engine. But the frame, everything else is getting paint minus the engine, because in spring or summer, probably summer, whenever the deer gets done, I'm going to pull the engine on the Sears, and I want to kind of disassemble it, clean it really good. If it needs new parts, put new parts in it, put it back together, and before I put it back together, I can tape parts off and spray it. So that's how I'm going to do that deal, because the deer is, when I do the deer I'm doing kind of in stages. I'll do parts of it, like I'll strip it down to the frame, get the frame painted, transaxle, get the leak fixed in the transaxle first, then strip the tractor down, paint the frame, get the transaxle back in, front axle back in, slowly start putting all the stuff underneath it in, and then slowly start building the tractor back up. But that's how I'm doing that one. The Sears, I just took this stuff apart because I'm painted in the house, and the rest of the tractor I'll do probably next time we get to 40 or above. But so yeah, guys, that's how I'm gonna do that sometime later this spring. Maybe not even until this fall. The Sears engine will be gone through though, just for a good cleaning and paint. Gives me time to paint under where it was on the frame too. I just don't feel like taking it off right now. And when I do take the engine off as well, I will be a little easier. I'll tip the tractor up and maybe I'll get a little more paint under the chassis too. So other than that, guys, I'm just kind of doing everything you see on the tractor right now. And underneath the frame, everything minus the engine's getting painted actually. So that's how it's working. So alright, guys, kind of a long update video, but I thought I'd let you guys know what's going on here and that everything's turning out pretty good. So I'll talk to you guys later.